Hi, this is Marcus again, and I just had a really amazing channeled message from our Venusian brothers and sisters. The Venusian beings are more like us than what we refer to as star beings, because they are very close in their dimensional consciousness, because they have recently, in the matter of time and space, been like us. And so it was interesting. Now, all the majority, at least, of the major channeled messages we receive only go onto our Patreon site now, which is onto one of the tiers that will enable us to keep our main work in the one place and to receive some sort of recompense as well for the work that we do. It's a two-way street. And the thing that I want to talk about today is related to that. It's about life and the fact that we don't really understand life. And this is what I was told by, I think it was the Arcturians. It might have been the Arcturians as well as the angels and archangels I communicate with. But I've been told this many times, actually. You humans don't understand life. And there's various things about this. And this is part of our great awakening we're going through now, is my guidance is telling me this. A big part of the great awakening is that we're starting, finally, to understand, and as my dear friend Harold says, understand life. And the one main thing I've been told up to now is the fact that we often see events that happen to us in life as a good event or a bad event. Something that happens to us that we deem as bad. We often say, oh, I've been cursed. Oh, why is this happening to me? What have I done to deserve this? Well, up to now we've had karma, and karma is what you've done now to deserve this. Karma's not good or bad. Karma is just karma. Is cause and effect, that's all. There is no good or bad. It's all about, as you reap, so shall you sow, but that's not about good and bad. It's about us learning to become purer souls. It's about us learning to become better beings with more understanding of life. And so they've taught me, and I've tried to help others understand this, that life is not good events and bad events. It's just events. So when things happen to us, how we handle it is how the event will pan out. It doesn't matter whatever the event is. As far as your life's journey, how you handle the effect of that event is what deems how your life will be. Because your life is always in the present. It's not the future, it's not the past. So what you do now produces your future. And so, let's give you an analogy. So, something happens to me, like I can't find my favourite tamari soy sauce. I go a bit berserk. I look round, I shout at everyone, why didn't you tell me it's not available? I actually didn't do that. I actually shouted at myself because I kept getting the guidance, order some more now, order some more now. I kept thinking, well, I'll do it in a few weeks. Too late. So I was a bit upset with myself. Of course, all I needed to do was listen to my guidance. And this is the same for all of us, really. Those especially who have reached a high enough level to understand that they've reached guidance and can feel the guidance. And so how I should have reacted to that would have been, well, I had the guidance, I didn't listen to it, I should know better, which I do now, of course, I see it like that. But immediately after the time, when somebody told me they had 2 bottles and it didn't come because they actually didn't have 2 bottles, and when I got some more ordered and that didn't come because they didn't have it either, I did get upset. I emailed one of them and gave them not a nasty email, but I wasn't happy with them. And then, of course, it came to pass that I realised, what is this? I'm not living my advice here. I'm not handling this very well. There's a reason I'm not getting this. Go with the flow. Be in my flow and go with that. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going with that flow. I'm finding ways around this. And this is what we're talking about. How we handle events in our life is so important. It's always your choice. You can handle it as a wise being would do, or you can handle it as a non-wise being would do. It's your choice. But remember, how you handle it is going to produce what happens in your future. Because of the vibration you are putting out, because of the vibration that is affecting your bodily functions and everything else around you, is affecting your lifetime. And talking about lifetime, that's another thing we don't understand about life. And it's a big subject, life and death. Or I'm putting on Patreon a new message about this. How much we don't understand life. And it just makes so much sense. And this is where we are now. This is our great awakening. Because these things we're on the cusp of getting a grip of life. And we're there. We're nearly there. Main thing is, it's not what happens, it's how you handle it. And remembering that everything that happens to you will make you who you need to be. Understanding that makes handling things a lot easier. Namaste.